Very welcome to everyone. I would like to think for 1 second. Just close your eyes. 10 seconds, please. Don't sleep, because I believe I have to speak for more or less 15 minutes. So just to think for 10 seconds, how many decisions did you take yesterday? How many things and decisions you have to take this afternoon? Before rest, before dreaming tonight? How many things you have to choose? So what is decision making? It's a complex process, really a complex process that we have to decide in every second thousands of things and in this overload information world. But we have to think very easy things like I have to take a flight, I don't know what the weather would be, so may I have to take an umbrella, I have to take a jacket, I have to take an overcoat, very easy things. Or difficult things, things that could be more difficult, but in the sense we have to decide, may I have really to marry someone? For example, it's a decision. That is a simple decision, yes or no. It's a close answer, yes or no. I remember when I was on the Lake of Como with my boyfriend, and we were talking about how difficult was life, but how wonderful was being together, and we had to decide something together for the future. And I was looking around, and I saw George Clooney. He was there. He was there, like me, like my boyfriend, and many other people. I look at him, he was very charmant. He was looking at this lake, on a boat on the lake, and my boyfriend didn't see him and told me, what do you think if we marry? Yes or no? What's the point of the decision? Yes, we decide, we give an answer, it's very simple, but we have even to decide for something else, like George Clooney was really much better. He looks like a very beautiful man. My boyfriend was very beautiful, but not enough. George Clooney was very rich, and we are normal person. Not so rich, and many other things. So what is a decision? Sometimes it's the second best choice. I decided to marry my boyfriend. He is my husband, and when I do this stupid sketch, he says, I never will tell you thousands of people I can think before you. You are not probably the second best choice. But it's okay, he's right. The paradox of choice is the fact that we have too many choices, too many opportunities, too many informations, too many options. And these make things very difficult. Less is more, is right. We are intoxicated by information, info-obesity, we say. Our brain are obese. We are full of information. Are we comfortable with these and confident with these informations? From the person, from the point of view of the person, we live in Milano, we are full of people and situations and cultures and values and beliefs, everything. But when you do a choice, we need to select something. And how we select something? In this info-obesity. Let me give just an example. If I had an headache, I really suffer of headache, very often. And I did the stupid things. I searched on Google, headache. I have often headache. And in more or less 10 minutes, searching on Google, I decided I had probably a brain tumor, because I often work with people with tumors. Could be something like 1 month life. Yes, because it happens really very often. So I had to decide not to check on Google if I had an headache, if I have a flu, because the answer, what is? It's not simple. It's not yes or no. It's not that we have 3, 4 options and we have to choose between the 3, 4 options. We have thousands of options. Let me say, if I ask you, do you like the white chocolate or the black chocolate? It's easy, no? 2 or 3 options. If we have 24 different chocolates, black, white, and brown, and with strawberries and everything inside, what we do? We eat everything? We guess. This is the reason why I'm always overweight. But, I mean, the point, really the point, is that we need to simplify the word, to simplify the options we have in front of us. It's easy. Yes, could be. It depends on the personality we have. It depends on the fact that you are a maximizer or you are a satisfier. If you are a satisfier, it's simple. You eat all the chocolates. You don't choose. If you have too many options, what you do is that your answer is, I choose random. Or I decide not to eat. So, nothing at all, or I eat everything. But if I have few options, what can I do? It's simple. I can reason. I can evaluate. I had too many chocolate yesterday. I'm overweight. I feel good. And I decide what to do. So what we need to do is really to have no more than 5, 6 options. That is, of course, what we know is possible to do in a supermarket, because if we see 24 different marmalades and types of yogurt and health food and overall health food, what we do? Yes, we don't decide to take one wonderful natural yogurt and it pass to the junk food right on the corner. That's a trap. It's really difficult to live and to choose when we have to behave in a multitasking way. Because yes, we answer the phone, we have to walk, we have to think what we have to do tonight, at what time I have to catch the flight, and many, many things we do all together. So what's the point? We have a problem. If we have too many choices, since we don't want to choose random or don't choose at all, what we do is that we try to cluster, to use things like innovative technology. I use Skyscanner, I use many things like booking, and I have all the filters to simplify what I have to do, to take a decision, to simplify this word that is overloaded. But from the personal point of view, the first important point is that my brain hates uncertainty. We don't like uncertainty. And this is the reason why we hear, but we don't listen. We look, but we don't see very well. Because we are always in a hurry. We are always moving in a urgency of time, trying to choose all the best, the second best choice, or as a satisfier. The difference between satisfiers and maximizer is clear. Just think to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or a husband. Anyway, a person with whom you would like to organize a weekend. And it's very simple to understand if you live with a satisfier or with a maximizer. If I ask you, what do you think to do? We go to Berlin or we go to Barcelona? A satisfier in 2 seconds says, okay, Barcelona because I think there will be a good weather. Point. Done. 10 seconds. A maximizer starts. Yes, Barcelona could be interesting, but I've never seen Berlin. And overall, the hotels are cheaper. And overall, there are more flights. And I have to be back on Monday morning. I don't want late flights from Barcelona. Did you remember when you went there? 4 hours late and blah, blah. And they start evaluating and analyzing everything. So in my opinion, if you stay with a maximizer, find a satisfier in 2 seconds. They simplify your life. Yes, of course, sometimes we are more superficial, but we have some defense. For example, if you see a person who smokes, or you smoke, what do you do? Yes, I have this bad idea of smoking, but no more than 10. And overall, I walk and I eat health food, and I do everything that is suggested as prevention. And you look at the other and say, he's smoking. He's still smoking. He will have a lung tumor, a lung cancer, or an infarction. We defend ourselves, our mind, since we don't accept the uncertainty to feel today in a good way and tomorrow in a bad way. We defend ourselves, seeing all the bad things around us, but with the idea that we do all the best we can to save ourselves, even if we have an horrible habit. How can we do this? We simplify, we use to be satisfier in many situations, but overall we use shortcuts, like heuristics. There was an interesting, very interesting research. 400 children, 11 years old, and 20 pediatricians in New York. How they decided if these children need tonsillectomy or not was very easy. 45% yes, 55% no. They took the 55 to whom the pediatrician told, no, you don't need a tonsillectomy, and they went to other 20 pediatricians. What do you expect? 46% say yes, and 54% say no. And that's interesting. That means that we need to simplify, but even we need to reorganize in a way that is acceptable due to what? For example, due to our experience. There was, in 2014, the massive problem of Ebola in Africa. If you went to a doctor, to an emergency department, and you said in Milano, and you said, I have a high fever since 3 days. Ebola? Huh? Because there are things that are so relevant, some information that are so relevant, that we forget immediately after the urgency. Why that? Because we just try to confirm what we have in our mind. And that's a mess. That's a mess. And like in the case of the smoking behavior, we try to confirm exactly what we think it's interesting for us. Like, I have an old car, $1,000 to sell. And if I tell someone, buy my car, is $1,500. Why? I have an affective thing with my car, my old car. We did many experiences together. But some of you has to sell the same car and come and say $1,000. I say, you're crazy. Are you crazy? And you say, yes, but I have an affective with my car. Take your car. Don't sell. So the point is that we really do an arithmetic compassion, even on the side, not only on the logic, on the side of our logic, but on the side of motivation, of values, beliefs, emotions related to our decision. And for the emotion, even the number of persons we are taking care is something important. There was this arithmetic of compassion. If we look at just one person and we think to take care of that person, we have a strong emotion. We want to save that person, that particular person I'm looking. But if we see many, it's like the paradox of choice, too many choices. So we defend. We become logic. We need an organization, the politics, and everything, but not me. So it's possible to take good decisions? Yes, I think. I really think. But what we need to underline is don't think to the first information we have, the anchoring bias, the anchoring heuristic. Don't think in an affective way. Don't think just, okay, I heard that. It comes from my experience. I read. I defend myself. But just try to find the most relevant information you have. Thank you.